Hey.
Hi.
This is Jeannie Udy. She is my friend. We've been friends for 3 years now. We went to meet Anthony William together, and that was 2024. And we had a fabulous time eating potatoes on the road with honey squeezed on top of it. So much fun. And we stayed with friends and family, and we had a great time getting the smoothies at the Erewhon in Los Angeles. That was really a lot of fun.
So elegant.
It was elegant. And I have helped Jeannie to write a book. I'm going to ask her about her book. We're going to go through some of the graphics on here and her amazing outline of Anthony's work and her Heal Plus Plus diet. And we're going to cover that as well. And we're going to look at the graphics in the first place. So,
okay.
Welcome, and here we go. I'm going to take our pictures off so that you can see the display capture of her book. This is the front cover. What do you think?
That's my book.
It's part of it. It's the top half of the front cover.
Scroll down so we can.
All right.
So what you're seeing here is a beautiful market with lots of fresh fruits and vegetables. People shopping in the background.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's me.
Gee.
All right, but if you back up a little bit and look at the picture a little smaller, then you see my wonderful friend Jesus.
Yeah. Isn't that cool? That's amazing.
Another fun thing is, go back to the picture.
Yeah.
Is I saved my 14th article of faith for the end of the book, but there's another little hidden clue in the table of the contents. In the table of contents.
Oh, in the table of contents.
So that's just a little clue.
Yeah.
So if you don't want to wait until the end of the book to see what my 14th article of faith is.
That's way cool. Yeah. I love the clues you put into your book. That makes me happy. Here's the back cover of the book, and I made it nice and big so we can read through it. You want to read through it? I can read through it if you want.
Okay. Do it.
Okay, what is my 14th article of faith? In addition to the 13 articles of faith that members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints believe in, my 14th article of faith is a statement of belief about the care, understanding, and healing of body, mind, heart, and spirit by more closely following the word of wisdom and other healing information. This is my experience, strength, and hope. I love it. So beautiful. Okay, and you want to read from Jane.
Yes.
And tell me about your experience with Jane.
Oh, she is so wonderful. I've met her in person. We've talked on the phone. We've emailed back and forth. I love her book, Discovering the Word of Wisdom. And she read through my original manuscript, and she came back with this most beautiful review, and I asked her if I could put it on the back, and she said that I could. So she said, your voice shines through every page with warmth, resilience, and a fierce love for life. The way you have woven together your spiritual journey, your physical healing, your recovery, and the wisdom you've gained along the way is powerful and beautiful. I especially appreciate how openly you share the difficult chapters, not just the triumphs, but the valleys too. That honesty is what makes your story so compelling and relatable.
Beautiful. Very beautiful. All right,
show my pictures.
All right, let's get to your pictures then. They're over here in my other...
No, the ones down on the back.
Oh, okay, wait. But before your pictures, I'm going to read about the author. Okay, so I'll read about Jeannie Udy. Jeannie Udy is a happy grandma, author, and lifestyle coach. I taught you that.
Yes.
I trained you in being a lifestyle coach. Okay. She is a lifelong member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. She has been in recovery from addictions and codependency for over 37 years. Through following gospel principles, working 12-step recovery programs, and following healing protocols, Jeannie has overcome symptoms and conditions that range from mystery weight gain of 140 pounds, which she has lost and kept off for over over 4 years, to diabetes type 1, type 2, diabetes type 2, thyroid disease, depression, chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, addictions, IBS, GERD, migraines, vertigo, cystic acne, and more. This book is a record of her ongoing journey to physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual health. And now, the great reveal. This is the pictures of Jeannie before and after. So she came from it 4 or 5 years ago. Whatever. Yes, 5.5 years ago. This is her before picture. And this is the same outfit, so she could get some continuity. A year in.
I've been taken in the dress.
I know, it's really good. I love your car. It's awesome. And then here she is now, 4 years in, plus 4 years in. It's just amazing, really amazing. And for those of you who could see this Venmo thing, you could totally scan that with your camera, even on this presentation, if you wanted to, and get with Jeannie and jumpstart with her. So that's pretty awesome. Oh, hey, I'll leave it on for just a second. So we're going to talk about the pictures in the book a little bit, and your story a little bit. Then I want to talk about the Heal Plus Plus. Okay, so let's put your camera back on so we can see you. Doo-doo.
Okay. All right. Well, I tell my story in the book. Mm-hmm. I let it unfold as I'm talking about the different things that I've learned. And I've got a few pictures, so let's go ahead and start. I mean, I started off this life in a real rough spot, a real bad condition. First off,
let's get that going.
Let's get that picture up.
Okay.
There we go.
And we'll make it nice and big. There you go.
I was born backwards. So I started off with terrible hemorrhoids from being born bottom first. And my neck had been in the wrong position, didn't develop the muscles. It was frozen to the side. My mom couldn't breastfeed me. I was already sick with probably strep and shingles and a lot of other things. And I was, over the first years of my life, just treated for infection after infection after infection. And what did they treat me with? Antibiotics, pharmaceuticals, all kinds of things that have added to my chronic conditions over the years. So,
And that didn't get any better as we grew up, right?
Right.
This one or this one?
Either one. Okay. So the book also covers my spiritual recovery and my recovery from addictions too. But the last thing that I've been working on is my physical recovery. So in the book I talk about body, mind, heart, and spirit. And I got my spirit, my mind, my heart kind of going on, but my body was in big trouble. You can see in this picture, I was overweight. All my systems were failing. I was on 15 medications, and you can see the cystic acne that was leaving huge scars all over me, and it was hard. And then this is me finally with fasciitis in both feet and almost 300 pounds. And chronic fatigue, fibromyalgia, so much pain that I could not even face putting on socks. So my kids took me to Comic-Con in a wheelchair, in my sandals. I threw on a costume for fun. But, I was in a bad spot. Every system. I mean, asthma, I mean, circulatory systems, I mean, digestive system. Just a mess. So.
Yeah. All right, but there's hope, you see. This is not the end. This is just the beginning of an amazing journey, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the key when you are up against the wall, rock in a hard place, and finances run out, right?
Oh.
Finances for medical stuff runs out.
That's what was the big change for me. Isn't that funny? I mean, I heard about Medical Medium in 2020. When a friend brought this information to me, and it made so much sense. I was like, I got to try this. I've tried everything else. I've been to every healer there is, and I've tried everything else, and this makes so much sense. But I was so tired that I was like, juicing, blending, shopping for produce, you know, doing all these things that just sounded like I just can't do it. And then January 2021, my insurance changed. All those 15 medications, though just the co-pays were going to cost me over $1,000 a month, more than I could handle. And I called up my friend and I said, show me what to do. We're doing this. So that's when I started. And yeah.
Cool. So you made this this graphic image a way for you to tell other people about what you did, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So what about this?
Yeah. So I've read all of Anthony Williams' books, all of his information from Spirit of Compassion, and I have tried to simplify everything down into what I call my plus diet. Go to the top,
Sure.
top of the chart. So there's troublemaker foods that not only hinder but actually harm you. There's filler and survival foods that can feed but hinder a little bit. And then there's the Holy Five that feed and heal. And if you want to move your needle on that little graph at the bottom, from hinder to heal, from harm to heal, stay in that green category as much as possible. And then I've listed all the troublemakers, all the filler foods, and then I've listed the Holy Five from Anthony Williams' beautiful book, The Life-Changing Foods Expanded Edition, which I got to meet him again, and he signed and he gave me a copy of that book. And
Amazing.
Yes, yeah.
So generous.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, so what questions do you have about the plus diet?
Oh man. Okay, so why is there a difference between? Let's look. Let's see. I'd like to ask why there's a difference between the low fat, the yellow categories. You've got low fat, no fat, and then you've got fat-based filler foods. So explain just a little bit of the difference between those guys.
So if you're trying to heal a chronic condition, it's best to give your liver a rest from the fat. Your liver does over 2,000 different jobs, and it has to stop a lot of those jobs when you eat fat, when you eat over fat. Of course, you're getting some healthy fats in the Holy Five over in the green category, but those fats are like bioavailable and easy to digest and ready to go. And the fats over in the fat-based filler foods, they're just not going to be as easily digested. They're going to stay in your stomach longer. They're going to keep your stomach stretched, which you don't want, which I talk about in the book. But so if you're doing fine, still you'll do better if you stay in the yellow and the green categories.
So there is a place for this, though.
Yes.
If you don't have any symptoms, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And if you happen to be an animal product based person, you can still stay in this category and you can still heal.
Yeah.
What I love about medical medium information is so customizable.
It is.
There are no have-tos anywhere. You can find what works for you. You can find the protocols and the supplements and the foods.
Yep.
Oh, Life-Changing Foods makes it so easy. You can just go to the index for any symptom you're having, and it'll tell you the different foods that'll help you heal that symptom, and the different foods to stay away from if you want to heal that symptom. So, yeah, that's the difference.
Beautiful.
Okay.
You did a great job. I love it. And if you need help and you need a coach or somebody to mentor you through it because you're on Mattress Island or you are just barely making it, then Jeannie has the particular intelligence, because she's been through this whole journey, even when she had very little money, and she could help you customize through step by step until you get to the freedom movement that she has obtained. And really, it is going to be sticking to, for the beginning, it's going to be sticking to those low and no fat filler foods and the Holy Five to always to begin with, and keeping the Holy Five even when your symptoms have gone. If you can keep to the Holy Five and avoid the toxicology over here in the troublemakers.
And skip down to the bottom, go back to the chart, and we can talk about hydration too.
Oh yeah, hydration and supplements.
Yeah, okay. I put them on a continuum because some of them can harm and some of them can heal. It depends on what's in them for both the hydration and the supplements and the prescriptions. So, I know that some people have to have prescriptions. But, I love finding ways to heal with food.
Yeah, it's really important. And nobody knows how important food is to your health and healing until you don't have it anymore. And just one piece of papaya. We made up a recipe this morning with papaya and the creamed maple syrup, right? And it's just maple syrup, organic maple syrup from Trader Joe's. Shh. That you dip the papaya into if it's not sweet enough for you that day.
Yeah, it's maple butter, right?
It's maple butter.
Yeah,
creamed maple syrup. That's it. And then you dip the papaya. So what do we call it? Maple pie?
Mapaya.
Maple pie. So there's all kinds of ways to explore healing foods that help you to get the glucose that you need, as well as the mineral salts that you need, that will they'll go straight into the liver, and they'll feed the liver, and then the liver can do all of the amazing rebalancing that it needs to do. And I bet you anything your thyroid's involved, and those R5, R6 radio-like frequency hormones are just going gangbuster over all of the amazing glucose that you give it, and this special vitamin C that comes from the moonlight in our nightshade vegetables. Sorry, I didn't even mention that. Okay, we can go further and further into amazing things, but I'm going to stop there for now. We could cover all of those subjects at another time. Thanks for joining us. Bye.